And now it's time for Chris and Alan's worst of 2023. We're going to go in reverse order with our top five, so to speak, or with worst bottom five. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me present my screen here. I have my list. Wait, before I present the screen, I'm going to have to change it now that you have mixed it up, Alan, to the worst of 2023. Let me share this here.
Oh, we're going to do that. Okay, Alan.
It's okay.
I didn't think I was going to share it. So
I present my worst of 2023. And you may not even remember any of these movies, but I'll just say this. There are reviews of all of these films, both the best and the worst, on the Film Threat YouTube channel. So I've got a top 5 worst and a top 5 best, along with honorable and dishonorable mention. So I'm going to present my list first, and then we'll go with your list, Alan. So here we go. My number 5 on my list is Fool's Paradise. No one even remembers this movie. It was a terrible comedy about an actor who somehow becomes famous, played by Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And I love that show. And I really like Charlie Day as an actor, frankly. I thought he was really good in Pacific Rim, of all things. But I've always just liked Charlie Day. I think he's funny. He's genuinely funny. Fool's Paradise is terrible. I get the concept. But wow, was it bad. That's number 5. Number 4, Freelance. John Cena in one of the worst. I even forget who was the lead in that. The lead actress.
Oh, it was John Cena.
No, lead actress.
Oh, Alison Brie.
Alison Brie is in it, and I really like Alison Brie. No problem with her. John Cena. This is just a bad movie. Everything. Like the tone of it was all over the place. Is it a Hallmark movie with a delightful family drama? Or is it like this brutal action movie about a dictator? It's neither of those things does it do well. It's just awful. Number 3, Wish. Yes, I saw Wish. God awful. An embarrassment for Disney on their 100th anniversary. People involved at Disney should be kind of embarrassed by this. I was just disappointed, but maybe not surprised, but it's even worse than I had imagined. And I heard your review before I actually saw it. Number 2, The Marvels. Yes. Number 2 is The Marvels. It fits that film. I mean, the only saving grace of The Marvels is Iman Vellani. I think she's just likable as a person, as an actress. So I really like her. But other than that, The Marvels, colossal disappointment. What were they thinking? And I have no idea. I think it hurts overall. I think it hurts the brand. So there you go. All right. And now number 1 worst of 2023 is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. That is my worst film of 2023. It's just god awful. Should have been a home run. I just don't think they should have made it. And if you were going to make it, you could have made, look at the way that Terry Matalas did season 3 of Picard. I don't want a whole treatise on how he's old and a loser. If it's going to be one last adventure, make it a good one. Colossal disappointment. It has killed the Indiana Jones brand, or the IP, if you could consider that even worthwhile anymore. It's solidified Kathleen Kennedy's place as one of the worst producers in Hollywood, in terms of being a shepherd of some great franchises. That's my number 1 on the worst of 2023. Now, I do have some dishonorable mentions. I just made a list of movies that stood out to me as also being bad, but they didn't make my worst 5. I'm going to scroll down to those. Where did it go? Dishonorable mentions: Aquaman 2, Saltburn, Peter Pan and Wendy. Does anyone even remember that? Ant-Man Quantumania and Blue Beetle are among my dishonorable mentions. So there you go. I don't know why I have this such a big font. I just want you guys to be able to see it. Alan, can you share a screen with with yours.
I will say, Indiana
How were
Jones.
your worst?
I'll just say Indiana Jones and Dial of Destiny was not on my list. Why? Because you voted that I didn't have to see it. So,
Oh, is that
so
true? I forgot that.
yeah,
You were so okay, but what does that tell you? That you didn't even want to see the movie.
I know. You know, it's. I mean, look, we've all gone through this. You know, we saw the first three. We loved the first three. Why ruin that whip by watching the other two? I've still not seen the other one, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So
Wow.
my memory of Indiana Jones is 1 through 3.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's exciting. Okay, let's see.
All right, let's do this.
The worst. Let's
Worst
do it.
of 2023. So, Fast X. Oh my God, I hated this movie so much. I mean, look, I am not a fan of the Fast and Furious series. The fact that I had to sit through and watch another one and watch, how long was it? Like well over 2 hours long. And not only was it well over 2.5 hours long, it's a part one.
Oh my
The
God.
movie ended on a cliffhanger for part two. And I was so pissed off at this movie at that moment that it made number 5 worst movie of all time. In fact, after I saw the movie, I remember texting you saying, "Did you know Fast X was a part one?"
I think I knew it, but I was like, I couldn't believe it. Sort of ridiculous.
I mean, the moment the moment it said to be continued, I never hated a movie so much in my life.
Oh man.
But yet that wasn't the worst. To number 4, Aquaman 2. It's just, you know, maybe it's because I've seen it recently, and maybe because you know, the thing I can say about all superhero movies this year, with probably the exception of Guardians of the Galaxy, is you should have been able to do a whole lot better than what you had. You know, I think in every case you had a spot, a shred of a good story, and if you were smart enough to have picked up on it, you would have made a great movie. The Marvels, weirdly enough, there's a story in the Marvels that had they told that story, you know, just the idea that Captain Marvel almost killed a planet and that she could feel regret over that and has to somehow atone for that. That would have been a much better movie than what the Marvels actually would have been. And it would have been a movie that I think would have been better. And we've all seen ourselves in, because we've all made mistakes in our lives, but no, she's a girl boss. Number 3, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Oh, wow.
Again, yeah. This one is just, again, just like Aquaman 2. It relies on that Marvel brand to make you want to watch it and to make you care anything about it. You know, the quantum realm has no rules, and the same thing with Aquaman 2. Atlantis has no rules, and so we don't care about this world they're in, and all we're seeing is craziness and wackiness. And so Ant-Man Quantumania. Number 2, the Marvels.
Wait. Okay, so we have our lists are kind of have stuff in common. We both put the Marvels at number 2.
Yeah, both Marvels at number 2. You know, it was a movie made for teen girls and not for comic book fans. And the more I think about it, the more I'm standing by that statement. So sorry, Kelly Sue DeConnick. That's how I feel.
Okay. What's your number 1 worst of the year?
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can guess. It's Wish.
Oh, I had Wish at number 3.
Yeah, I'll tell you why Wish is the worst. Wish is the movie that killed a legacy. The Walt Disney Company is broken. Wish is not even a reflection of Walt Disney the man. Wish has destroyed an entire brand. Wish has destroyed the legacy of Disney animation that began 100 years ago. Congratulations, Wish. You went full circle. And that is the worst movie of the year. Look, okay. You know, and look, I've talked on end about how bad the animation was, but look, the songs, not memorable. The characters have there's no fatal flaw in Asha. Her quest is to defeat a king who is protecting her people. You know, it's just and the more people have reached out to us about Wish, the more you realize that this was a disaster in the making. Yeah. And
Yeah.
we will be doing a whole D file on Wish itself.
Ooh, but that's going to be in the coming weeks.
Yeah, that'll be in the coming weeks.
That's probably in several weeks from now.
Yeah. Probably
Maybe
the third or fourth one. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe by the end of January, early February. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think
I'm pretty sure it'll be done through January. So
right. Okay, cool. All right. Well, let's keep your list up there, Alan. And should we publish these lists? We could publish them maybe as graphics. Share your list with me, Alan. I'll post it on the community tab for our YouTube channel. And that way people, because I know we're gonna get a ton of people. What's your best list? It's like there's a video on it. Yeah, all right. Well, we'll post it because I know. Did you have any dishonorable mentions?
yeah. Let me see. Let me just grab it here. Sorry, I didn't realize we were going to present this way, so I had to reformat everything.
Oh, no, it's all good. It's all good, man.
Yeah, so Dick's the Musical is on there. Like You Saltburn is on there, and I also you're gonna love these two, Asteroid City and Poor Things.
Oh, well, I disagree with that, but that's whatever. It's fine. They didn't make your top list.
No, because if we had done 10, they would have made the top 10.
It's funny. Our lists are only off by 2 movies. You put Fast X and Ant-Man and the
Wasp.
Ant-Man and the Wasp on your bottom 5 worst.
Yeah,
and those are on my honorable. Well, Fast X is not on my.
Yeah, I mean, I think because when you put the John Cena one and the other one, those were I didn't really go for the lower profile films. I was going for the big Hollywood.
Right. Well, it's interesting. There's a lot of crossover with our.
I wouldn't have put Blue Beetle on that list either.
Yeah, but
I liked it more than you did. Not enough to give it a worst.
But most movies that we've seen, because I actually, in order to compile this list, I went through all of our reviews and scrolled through all of our reviews on the channel for the last year.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Just to remind me, like, that's interesting. Like that was, but it just reminded me that most of the movies that we review are kind of meh. Yeah. They're mostly meh. They're not great. They're not bad. They're just meh. And I would put Blue Beetle probably in a meh category, meh to worst. But like,
hey, do you know what movie did not make our list? Either of our lists? The Flash.
Right. Neither. Not a best or a worst. It's just sort of like, and the thing is this, truthfully, I liked the Michael Keaton Batman stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't care what anybody says. I'm a huge fan of I just saw Batman Returns in a theater last Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fantastic.
Oh, I bet.
So much fun seeing it in a theater. But
sorry, there's a super chat here. I'm trying to get it.
Okay, cool.
The chat is agreeing with me about Asteroid City.
Okay, that's fair.